Hello everyone, welcome to the next class on the probability and stat. Today we will discuss about the limiting form of the gamma distribution and myself Dr. Gar working in the School of Mathematics Thapar Institute, India. What is the limiting form of the gamma distribution means if x follows the normal distribution, then what will happen if the parameter alpha approaches infinity? Alpha is nothing but my mean of the gamma distribution. If mean approaches infinity, then this x for nothing but my normal distribution. So that is the main result. We will follow them. But before we start, we will look about that what is the gamma distribution and what are their PDFs and CDF are there. So we have discussed in the last several class are there what is the gamma distribution is. This is the PDF of the gamma distribution where which involve only the one unknown parameter alpha. On the other hand, this is the second kind of the gamma distribution. It is also called as the two parameters gamma distribution. Why we call as the two parameter? Because it consists of the two unknown parameter alpha and beta, where alpha is called as the shape and beta is called as the scale parameter. Also, you can analyze that if beta is 1 in this PDF, it is nothing but my here. And you can analyze the shape and the scale parameter are there. If you vary the value of the alpha, you can see the shape are changes. That's why this alpha is called as the scale parameter, shape parameter. On the other hand, if you consider this as here, what is the relation between the alpha and beta? If you look at this, the scale and the shape are changes. That is the impact of the alpha and beta here. We also discussed in the several in the last lectures are there the exponential distribution, Erlang distribution and the chi-square distribution are the special cases of that. So that's why the gamma distribution play a very significant role in the probability and statistics. So let's derive this result limiting form of the gamma distribution. Now what is given to you that x follows the gamma distribution. What is the meaning of that? So if x follows the gamma distribution, then it means the mean and variances are equal. Once you get the mean and variance are equal, can you derive the standard normal variate corresponding to them? This is the way you can derive them. So therefore, you can substitute the value of the mean and variances are here. Now my task is to prove x follows the normal distribution. What we can do that if I just try to prove the mean of this x will be my, or I can say if I drive the jet, if I prove that the mean of this jet, or sorry, the moment generating function of this is my nothing t square by 2. So what will happen if you remember that? What is that? This is the nothing but the normal distribution. This is a normal distribution. So it means if I start from the x, if I try to prove that their moment generating function is nothing but here, then my result will be on. So look at that how we can use the moment generating property. We know that if y is nothing but x minus a upon h, then the moment generating function will be here. So therefore I can calculate firstly the moment generating function of this, and if I try to prove, if I conclude this, then my result will be obey. So I can start from here. So look at that, what is the value of the z is I have calculated here in the previous slide. So a is my alpha, h is my root alpha. I can substitute here will be here. So what is that? If I calculate them, this is nothing but my this. And what is the moment generating function of the gamma function is nothing but 1 minus t raised to power minus alpha. So here is my t, this one. Now what will happen if alpha is my infinity? So look at that, here is infinity, here is infinity, here is infinity. So you can't calculate them. So in order to make the calculation easier, how you can solve them? So if I take the logarithm of this, it will take the calculation easier. So what is the logarithm of the moment generating function? It is nothing but the cumulant. So what is the meaning of this? If I substitute the value of here, so what is the meaning of log xy? This is nothing but log x plus log y. So I can use them. So in this case, what is the meaning of the log x raised to power a? This is nothing but the a log of x. So it means this part is taken as outside. This is here. So I can write here. Now I can expand the value of here. What is the value of the log 1 minus x? All of you know that this is x plus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 and so on. So I can substitute the value here. You will get this. Now if you open the bracket, what will happen? This alpha and alpha is will be root of this. It will be here. And what is the OS? I can consider all those terms of the alpha raised to power half and higher power of the alpha in the denominator, because I consider here as a negative. So it means this is the denominator. Why we consider here? Because in the later state, if we take alpha as a infinity, then this all part as a 0. So what will happen? This will be cancelled out. So hence this is my here. Now my result will be taken as alpha as a infinity. So on the left hand side, this will be my k of x of t. So what will happen if alpha as a infinity? So that is limit alpha approaches infinity. This part will my 0, and this is independent of alpha. This is there. Now I can substitute the value of the k. K is nothing but my log. So that is the log of this is this. So this log is taken as here. So therefore, what is that? This is nothing but the moment generating function of the standard normal variant. Hence, by the uniqueness theorem of the MGF, the standard normal variant tends to the standard normal distribution as alpha approaches infinity. Or you can say the gamma distribution tends to the normal distribution for the larger value of the alpha. Alpha is nothing but my me. So that's a simple quiet proof of this. It means if x follows my gamma distribution, then as alpha approaches infinity, x follows the normal distribution over the 0 and 1. That's a quite simple proof of this. So I hope you can enjoy this gamma distribution complete series. We will see in the next class what is the beta distribution and how we can solve it. Till then, you can share these videos to the other friends. You can subscribe the channel for by using this link. Till then, best of luck students. Happy learning.